the sequence of, because I understand that Advocate Mumalo did not cross-examine Mr. Khos. So I would request the opinion of the court in relation to the new evidence now brought by the state of Colonel Khos.
I don't know who needs to hear this, Baloyi, but the defense team in its entirety today showed up to work Thursday, May 2nd, and had and took the chance to say everything out loud that they have been wanting to say to Baloyi, to the state, to Judge Rata. And they said it with such grace, with such fact. And Baloyi was even unable to dispute it, so he had to go after language. You see, when someone cannot argue factually and then they start to attack you as the person, just know that yes, they're struggling with the information you just shared. Baloyi struggles with feedback, and we saw that in court today. Let's go through the defense statements or submissions one by one and hear for yourself just how the state working together, working and moving in one accord is a brilliant move, a brilliant tactic for their clients, and left Judge Rata listening. Pay attention to how Judge Rata does not interrupt, except once when Mnisi says, I was still talking, okay? I was still talking. Yeah, that's not where I was going. Can I finish my sentence now? I mean, this should have been going on from the very beginning. This case wouldn't be suffering all these delays, and Baloyi wouldn't have tried to sneak in a few documents here and there, which the defense team said, wait a damn minute. What are you trying to do, Baloyi? This is unfair to the clients by ambush. Oh my God, I can't remember the sentence. This is a trial by ambush. Let's listen in. I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. And while you're at it, please go ahead and like this video because you already know it's going to be fire.
Mr. Ramsepi.
Madam, I also echo the same sentiment that we need guidance from the court because there's new evidence now that's been presented. That's the court process.
As it is the court, it will be recalled that I was in the process of cross-examining Mr. Khos when there was an issue regarding the content of the record, which has since been clarified. I therefore need to proceed from there. But beyond that, there's also new information which has just surfaced. That is got to do with accused number 3, my client. There's also a very mysterious number that is now resurfaced in terms of the document that has been sent overnight. There's also a new number. And all along the state was asserting that accused number 3 is not affected by these cell phone records, but all of a sudden there's a new number. I haven't consulted that. I don't know where the number comes from or applied for that number. How does it really affect him? How does it really affect him so far as this case is concerned? Those are all the concerns that I have, that I also need to study these documents, these voluminous documents. But if the court can just look at these voluminous documents, and I will also have to study them and go and consult with Mr. Mure in order to get proper instructions. Because I don't want the position or a situation at the end of it all where the state would want to come and argue that accused persons are changing their versions, talking and changing their version as the case progresses, because this is out of their own making. Thank you.
This is definitely out of their own making. Baloyi did this to himself. He brought an incomplete case to the court and it's cooking records, as MNGOMEZULU would put it. But this is what I noticed. So yeah, Nisi's right. The last time the court was actually moving in a progressive manner was when we adjourned because Umnisi said Colonel Heiss was changing his statement with regards to what he said, and it was concluded that Umnisi was wrong. Nisi had another case he had to be somewhere else, so then he wasn't even in court when that was brought to our attention. But then now we're back and he mentions it really fast. He did a real fast drive by there, and then he goes on to say, we have all these documents. These are a lot of documents, and we need to read through them and we need time to do that. I mean, just seeing the sheer quantity of those documents. And remember, these are cell phone records, right? So that means it's line by line by line. And we're talking items from 2014. Can the accused truly, when consulted, be able to answer all these questions? I mean, this is definitely a case by ambush. This is a lot of documentation. Notice how Baloyi even provided it in print form, just so he doesn't get another complaint that he's not providing. But to me, it looks like he's hiding something within a whole bunch of papers and hoping the defense team is not going to go through it. But we already know, once you give MNGOMEZULU that many papers, he is going to find the needle in a haystack. Let's move on and hear what Advocate Nxumalo has to say with regards to the documents he requested.
Yes, Ms. Nxumalo.
My Lord, I wish to confirm that I've also received additional information this morning, which was not supplied to me on Tuesday. On top of that, my Lord, on the affidavit of Lieutenant Colonel Holmes, he also says that when he analyzed the numbers, there is also SMSs, communication through SMSs that I've requested from the state to provide me in order to further consult with my client. Thank you.
So you haven't got those SMSs?
Yes, I haven't received those SMSs, my Lord.
Yes, Mr. Mshololo.
Thank you, my Lord. My Lord, firstly, on a Tuesday when we adjourned, my Lord, the state supplied to us the incomplete information. The incomplete statements of Colonel Genenda, my Lord. We were told that they will be supplied later in the day, which was on Tuesday, on the 30th of April, my Lord. And those pages, they never came, my Lord. Out of the bundle that was supplied to us on the 30th of April, my Lord, there was a bank records for accused number 5 from Absa Bank. I managed to secure a consultation in prison, my Lord, even if it was not legal, it was not allowed. However, the head of the prison allowed me to consult. I consulted on that document, which is Absa records, which was made available to me on the day. This morning, I received another bundle of documents from the state, of which I have not been able to read them. I can see also the email was sent last night at 2300 hours, of which I was not told not to sleep and wait for this email. Unfortunately, I couldn't read it overnight. As a result, my Lord, I would like to place it on record that this is a trial by ambush, my Lord. Yesterday, I had all the day to consult with my client on all the documents that the state is preparing or anticipating to use. However, the documents were not supplied to me, especially the affidavits which were marked by my learned friend, Mr. Baloyi, that there are pages that are missing. And my Lord, what is very bad in this trial is that the state is dishonest with this court. The state is not telling the truth in this court, that they need time to investigate and to compile all the necessary records that are supposed to be supplied to the defense, so that we can be able to consult properly and then be able to run with this trial. Now, Mr. Holmes.
I strongly object to the language employed by my learned friend, say that we are dishonest. We are officers of this court, will never be dishonest. No, English is not our language, but I suppose that's not really what, I want to believe that's not what my learned friend is implying, but we will never be dishonest.
You know, Mshololo has gone through a lot in this courthouse, and I think she has also evolved in terms of her communication. You can see that she's choosing her words, is being very, very tactful, because she wants to make sure that her point is received by the court and that she is not shut down before she puts across her point. She says that, one, She got an email at 11 p.m., okay? She was not advised in advance that she shouldn't go to sleep. She must expect an email. I thought that was absolutely hilarious, absolutely sarcastic, and delivered very well. What we found out, though, from that, okay? Because Mshololo is sending us a signal. What we found out is that Baloyi and team did not sleep last night. As you can see, Baloyi right now, he's very sensitive, okay? He's operating on very little sleep. He is so sensitive that he immediately stands up to object to Mshololo calling him dishonest. And he says, you know what? I want to believe that, because English bundles are not bundling, okay? Because this is Mshololo. Her English bundles are not quite adequate like mine because, I speak Afrikaans as well. She really did not mean to call me dishonest because I'm an officer of the court. She really meant, I know that that's not what she was trying to say, but in hindsight, Baloyi, you were wrong for that. You were wrong for attacking Mshololo's English, okay? But I love that Mshololo responds right away. Remember Mshololo when she said, beam it now. Mshololo is not here to play. She is tired, okay? Her tired is tired. She is tired.com of Baloyi, and she's calling him out. Listen to her brilliant response.
Okay, thank you, my lord. They are honest. The state is honest, my lord. I'm changing from dishonest to honest. The state is honest. My lord, the witness is called now to the witness box to proceed with this trial, whereas we are being supplied with information which is relevant to this witness this morning, my lord, which makes it difficult for us, for even to formulate our defense and the case that we need to put to this witness who is currently on the witness box. My lord, the supply of documents in piecemeal is affecting the whole process, my lord. Today we're giving this, tomorrow we're giving this, and tomorrow we'll be surprised to receive other documents. That's the point that I'm trying to make, my lord. But I'm not saying if the state says they are not dishonest, they are honest.
Is that sarcasm?
My lord, it's because they are in front of the court when my learned friend is making submissions. He's not being truthful to tell the court that we have supplied the documents which were incomplete on the 30th. And we have not been able to finish the defense with the outstanding documents. That's where it's supposed to start. And we still need time, or we're still going to finish the defense with those documents and explain the time as to when we will be able to receive those outstanding documents from the documents that we were finished with on the 30th, on Tuesday, my lord, to start with. Let alone the documents that were sent last night. We have not even given with a reason or whatever, even if we don't deserve the explanation. We received them last night, and this morning we're expected to be ready to proceed with this witness. Those are my submissions, my lord. And that's why I was trying to explain the honesty on the part of the state who are working with in this case, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Thanks.
Listen, a crime has been committed here, okay? Advocate Mshololo said a whole mouthful. There were many opportunities for the judge Rata that we know to interject, to chastise her, to beat her down, to shut her up, to make her sit down, but he sat through it. Man, Judge Rata deserves a standing ovation. I know you guys have feelings towards Judge Rata, but we cannot be biased. He sat through and let Mshololo go through it, even though he had a little moment of relapse where he said, is that sarcasm? But then he told himself, no, today's not the time. I'm trying really hard not to be chastised for interrupting and then having a petition all about me, a whole judge with 50 years of experience under his belt. I think he deserves a round of applause. He sat through that really, really well. And let's listen on to what happens next with the rest of the advocates.
May I be permitted to respond? Oh. Yeah, yes. May I be permitted to make further submissions, madam? Yes, I'm listening. Oh, yes, thank you, my lord. My lord, I agree with my colleague, Advocate Mshololo.
You know what? I don't want to make this video too long. So MNGOMEZULU's session or submission will exist in its own separate video because he said a whole mouthful. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. And the next video will be loading shortly. But of course, you already know MNGOMEZULU beat a dog down when it was already down. BALOYI caught no breaks today, okay? It was the day of not BALOYI's day, okay? And did you notice after Mshololo finished speaking, BALOYI immediately stood up to respond, and Judge Rada said, hold the line, okay? Hold the line. Let's hear from Advocate MNGOMEZULU. We have never actually seen that happen. I mean, you know what? Thank you, Judge Rada, because it was just going to go on and on with listening to BALOYI defend himself. But the fact remains, BALOYI, you did not provide all this documentation before the beginning of the trial. You're ambushing these guys, and the witness was already in the witness box ready to go today when you know she sent everything at 11 p.m. and even gave some of the stuff this morning. But I don't want to make this video long. Let me know in the comment section, do you like long videos or short videos, so that I can figure that out, because I don't think I've ever actually asked. So if we put the MNGOMEZULU session here, it was just going to end up being an hour long. Let me know in the comment section how long you like your videos. Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, you already know you've part of our VIP gang, and we love it. We love you. Make sure you drop an emoji in the comment section so we recognize you. Thanks for watching. Catch you on our next upload.